And here's the starting lineup, and here's the, we already gave you the starting lineup. Here's the command to fire the engines here for today's race.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Command's been getting to fire the engines as we get some racing here today at Martinsville Speedway. 75 laps in distance for this race. As the pace truck leads the field leads the field for the pace lap. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Pace truck leads the field. Pace truck takes the turn off on the pit road. We are reporting Nathan Orman's truck had problems on the start here, and he'll about to get off a pit road here. But he better step on it because we are a green flag here today at Martinsville. And Joshua Osborne got an excellent jump on the Batsons as Nathan Orman. Oh gosh. He comes off a pit road right in the middle of all these trucks. They're 3 wide, almost 4 wide at Martinsville. That would have been a big no-no. 3 wide tricky enough on a track like this, but I mean, 4 wide, and Fitzwater's into the wall in number 68. Off to number 2. As we watch Orman, Dylan Young, and Matt Haas all go at it right here. Orman again already a lap down. And I think caution may be out, I think already. Yes, it is. So first caution flag of the day already out because of the spin involving the 68 truck of Zachary Fitzwater, and after a rather unusual start here at Martinsville, I will say that for sure. Excuse me. We'll take a look at what happened to the 1-800 Pavement Chevrolet. Yeah, Fitzy got way high going into turn number 1 right there and just scraped the wall. I have a feeling something else may have gone happen. Let's see here. Well, I see a scrape on the 51 of Laura Chung. I think so. This may have been a clue. Yeah, this happened. Well, this happening on lap number 1 of the race right there, as Laura Chung was on the middle, was right in the middle between her, Kyle Matthews, and Phil Parker. And Parker just takes Laura right into the 52 of Matt McIntyre, and Parker, just for good measure, just about turned Laura upside down. Pedro Lucas gets right into Rob Evans in the 19 truck. John Andrews barely squeaks by in the number 40 truck, so he's okay. And William Brockis on the 4 truck comes to a dead stop. Excuse me. But that was happening even before Fitzwater got into the wall. So that was a bit something for a first lap of the race here. I will say that for sure. But the poor Batson family right there, they did not have a chance of beating Joshua Osborne on the start here. Osborne must have timed the start perfectly because he did not get a penalty for that. So it is Osborne leading this race here. Second is Batson. Second is Keith Batson, I should say. Cat Batson's in 3rd position. 4th right now is Carson Gum, and Dylan Young is in 5th. The green flag back out. We're backing away, and the 24 of Nathan Orman again is a lap down. And here comes Carson Gum to the low side of Cat Batson, looking for 3rd position, excuse me. And looks like he might have it through turns 3 and 4, and he will do so. So Cat Batson in 98, though, got hung up behind the lap truck of Nathan Orman, who's now between the front 2 trucks. As you're on board Cat Batson's truck, she runs in 4th position right now. Keith Batson ahead of her runs 3rd. Carson Gum is the man who just took second position from Keith. And up ahead right there, the 21 of Cole Deaver. Lap speeds here in this truck series. Lap speeds here in Martinsville just over 90 miles per hour here on this track here. As we watch Keith Batson now move inside of Cole Deaver. That's for third place, and he's got it. But meantime, Joshua Osborne has checked out from the field. Is here driving the Jennifer Jo Cobb special as he leads the race here today. And his last lap just under 95 miles per hour. So he's got that number 10 truck has been a rocket ship here today so far. Well, we've only run 12 laps, so we'll see. Carson Gum right now runs in second position. Third is Keith Batson. Fourth is Zachary Fitzwater, despite smacking the wall through in turns 1 and 2 early on. Stephen Colon runs in fifth position. Sixth right now is Jacob Thibodeau. Seventh is Cole Deaver. Eighth is Jesse Turner. Ninth is Dylan Young. And Quentin Moore runs in 10th position. Bale Moscow runs in 11th. 12th right now is Matt Haas. Cat Benson has slipped to 13th. 14th is... Well, I was going to say 14th is Paul Minnick, but he and Kyle Mendes are battling for that spot in the number 44, the 4400 are. Kev Shearer's 16th position, 17th right now. And Daniel Bouchard just got turned by the 74, and he gets hit by the 45 of Diego Yepes. And caution number 2 is going to wave here, and Daniel Bouchard was running 19th when this happened, too. Might have been actually being further than that. Further ahead of that, I should say. And he'll race with Matt McIntyre to start eventually. And he is dead sideways off that fourth turn. I thought he was going to spin out again or cut right in front of McIntyre and turn them both into the wall. But as everybody gets bunched up here, and I see Bouchard going up the track, I don't know what he's doing, but caution number 2 flies on lap number 16 of this race, and we'll take a look back at what happened here with the 87 truck. And boy, poor Daniel Bouchard, no matter what race series he runs, it seems like when it rains, it pours as far as his bad luck is concerned. And here he just thought he had James Sykes cleared, and unfortunately he didn't. And then to make matters worse, that was where Diego Yepes hit him. And good driving on the part of both the Ashland Boyd in the 7 and the 29 of Johnny Gardner, who both brought their trucks to a whoa, if you will, to keep from any more further damage to not only their trucks but also to the 87 as well, as he moves back onto the racetrack right now in his Ford. So, second caution flag of the day, flying on the 16th lap of this race. Will be restarting on lap number 21. It is Joshua Osborne leading. Second is Carson Gum. Third is Zachary Fitzwater. Fourth is Keith Batson. And fifth is Jacob Thibodeau. Green flag back out once again. We're back underway here at Martinsville. Nathan Orman trying to get his lap back here in the number 24 truck. He is the only truck not on the league lap. He's one lap down. Remember, he had the problems before the trucks even got rolled off for the pace lap. We heard from Orman's truck they were changing tires. We saw that a little bit. When we saw him on pit road there before the green flag even fell. So he must have had a tire go down on that truck, and he is looking pretty good right now as he moves inside of Osborne trying to get his lap back. If we can get and he is now back on lead lap if we can get a caution flag. And he and Osborne bump fenders a little bit. And the 45 of Diego Yepes is on pit road, and for some reason, Osborne got way high, and here comes Fitzwater for the lead. Battle for the lead, shaping up here as they come down the front stretch into turn number 1. Fitzy looks to the low side, Osborne up high. Osborne slams the door in Fitzwater's face right now for the time being. Got two Chevrolets up in the top two spots right there. Then a Ford in third, a Chevy in fourth, and a Chevy in fifth. There with Deaver. Stephen Colon having a pretty good day, running up to fourth position right now in the number 23 machine. Check the fast laps of the race so far. The fast laps being set by Keith Batson at 95.06 miles per hour. In fact, the top four laps, fastest laps are all over 95 miles an hour here. Stephen Colon now takes third position away from Keith Batson. Deaver up to fifth position. Sixth is Carson Gum. Jesse Turner now has gotten past Jacob Thibodeau up to seventh position. Thibodeau in eighth. Ninth is Kat Batson as she works her way up through the field, back up through the field. And 10th is Matt Haas in a Safe Light Auto Glass Toyota. But Nathan Orman hoping that the yellow flag flies once again, though, to try to get him back on the lead lap here. And of course the only thing obviously is he hopes he's not the caution flag. Keith Batson now moving by the 23 of Stephen Colon, or trying to battle with him right now as you go on board Keith Batson's truck. There you see the tachometer. I know we mention the tachometer every time we go to Martinsville, but very fascinating, of course. Obviously you look at how they run this racetrack here. You saw the RPMs down about 5,500 on Batson's truck through the middle of 3 and 4. And up to about 9,600 in the turn number 1, or turn number 3, I should say. Now they're in the front stretch now. And about 9,500 in the turn number 1 for goes Batson, and now down to about 5,500 in the middle of 3 and in the middle of 1 and 2. Fitzwater up ahead of him in second position. Third is first, and Osborne, of course, the leader, now trying to back lap Nathan Orman again, and now here's from the rear bumper of Batson's truck looking at Stephen Colon's number 23. Colon goes to the low side looking for the top spot, or looking for second position, or looking for third spot now as they go through turns 1 and 2, or turns 3 and 4. Where are we, Qualls? Through turns 3 and 4. Now they go into turn number 1, and Osborne has now put Orman back a lap down now in the 24 truck. So Orman's hopes of getting back on the lead lap with a quick yellow flag didn't quite work, as the 10 truck has just been a rocket ship so far. And looking through the windshield of Osborne's truck there, I think if he had his rudders, he'd rather be driving a black fire suit than he would a pink one, but still. But that's where he's, but as we mentioned, that truck is very, very fast right now. Osborne continues to lead here. Second, again, is Fitzwater, and he's almost a full second back of the 10 truck right now. And we're looking to see where everybody's running at right now. There's Kat Batson trying to go by Carson Gum. That's Thor Sport teammates you're looking at right there. As Gum goes to the high side, almost got the wall come off turn number 4. Actually, I'm not so sure he didn't get the wall. I think he might have had a little bit of a tap. But Batson now moving her way back up to 7th position right now, as she is trying to gain back what position she lost early in the race. As we're almost halfway home. Halfway home is lap 38 in the 75 lap race here. Gum drops to 9th position. 9th is Thibodeau. Carson Gum's in 8th. Thibodeau's 9th, and 10th position right now is Matt Haas. Paul Minnick is in 11th position. Dylan Young is in 12th. Quentin Moore's 13th. Vale Moscow running 14th right now. 15th is Nathan Hudson. Daniel Bouchard has recovered nicely, though, since that spin. He's running 16th right now. So that whole deal didn't seem to hurt Bouchard's truck all that much. 17th is Kev Shearer. 18th is Matt McIntyre. 19th is James Sykes. And 20th is Seth Cole. And you look at those two trucks right there, Kev Shearer in the 54, that's the Anthony Alfredo truck, or as he calls him, Anthony Fettuccine Alfredo. Now I'm hungry for some fettuccine all of a sudden. But anyway, the truck he's running ahead of right now, or about getting ready to pass him, I should say now, the 52 truck, Kev will tell you he is the least, the 52 truck is the least favorite of all his trucks in the all the truck series, because that is the Stuart Friesen truck that McIntyre's driving, and Kev Shearer now moves behind the 52 truck, but Kev does not like Stuart Friesen at all, and that's why he wants to beat that's why he wants to beat that 52 truck. Doesn't matter who's driving it in an offline series. And the 13 truck of Bale Moscow got a bit high. Kev and Bale almost got together, come off turn number 2. But Shearer right now drops to the 18th position. McIntyre moves ahead of him. Actually, Shearer runs in 17th right now, but McIntyre ahead of him in 16th. Bale Moscow's dropped to 18th. 19th is James Sykes. Seth Cole's running 20th. Battle here for 21st between Scott Upton in 38 and the 44 of Kyle Matthews. That's the Natalie Decker truck he's driving right there. And Matthews gets by him, or tries to at least, dips low, and he does have position for the time being. It's 21st that Matthews just took. John Andrews is 23rd. 24th is Ashlyn Boyd. 25th is Mitchell Collins. 26th is William Brock. Johnny Gardner, 27th. 28th is Roberto Brown Jr. 29th is Laura Chung, and Brad Stover rounds out the top 30. And 3 trucks have been scored a lap down right now. Nathan Ormond in the 24 to 17 of Pedro Lucas, and the 45 of Diego Yepes. As Osborne continues to pace the field here, as he's about to complete the as he's about to complete the 45th lap of this race. We're down to 30 laps remaining here at Martinsville Speedway. 2 caution flags have slowed the pace down to 73 miles per hour for the average speed. And we mentioned all the trucks are still running in this race here. 32 of them remain on. All 35 trucks remain running here, but 32 of them are on the lead lap. So, but again, the top 10 still is Osborne leading, Fitzwater second, third is Stephen Colon, then Keith Batson running fourth, fifth is Cole Beaver, sixth position right now is Jesse Turner, and seventh is Cat Batson, and now Keith Batson tries to get back around Stephen Colon. That's for third place, and he's got it. Cat Batson's running in the 7th position. 8th position is Jacob Thibodeau. 9th is Carson Gunman. 10th is Matt Haas. And there's Dylan Young, who's carrying our 3rd in-truck camera, as we mentioned. Let's see how Dylan drives Martinsville. Running up ahead of him is Paul Minnick in 11th position. Dylan running in 12th. Into turn number 3 they come here. Dylan's fastest lap so far, 94.5 miles an hour. His last lap, 94.24 miles per hour. Trying to work his way back into the top 10 positions here at Martinsville. He started this race in 5th and has dropped to 12th. So that's the way. That's like I said. If you look from the views of Keith Batson, Cat Batson, and Dylan Young, that's how you drive Martinsville. At least in a truck, you do. But Dylan's still trying to get around the 00 of Paul Minnick, who's right now having a solid run right now in 11th position in a Haas CNC truck. As we go back to the front of the field right now, Keith Batson trying to chase down the 68 truck of Zachary Fitzwater. He's quite a ways back of him, almost a second back. See what it is this time by here as he go through turns off to number 4. Fitzwater at 1.02 seconds back in the leader, and Batson 1.99 seconds back in the leader, almost 2 seconds back. So about 97 hundredths of a second, but separated the second and third place trucks. But again, the equalizer being, of course, for the front two trucks here is that Fitzwater cannot seem to get close up on the lap truck of Nathan Ormond in the 24. I'd say Ormond's going to be frustrated right now because he knows he's got a truck that probably could have had a shot at maybe running top 5 or even win this race possibly, because he is running some laps about what Osborne's running right now, and it's the leader here. And comparing laps here, Ormond was actually faster at 94.33. But like I said again, the frustrating part for Ormond, he is a lap down right now. As you see Diego Yepes up ahead, he's about to be put a second lap down right now as Osborne's close up on the back of the 45 truck. So this may be an opportunity for Ormond to try to unlap himself possibly as they come down through turns 1 and 2, not into turn 3, I should say. Not only a chance for Ormond to unlap himself, but also for Fitzwater to close up. Because we always said at Martinsville, especially when it comes to lap traffic, catching him's one thing, but passing him can be a whole nother story. And right now, Fitzwater is, let's see if we close up a little bit. It's 1.1 seconds the last time by between the front two trucks. Oh yeah, he did close up 94 hundredths of a second. And Osborne's got two trucks to try to negotiate there, the 45, which he's about to do right now. But up ahead of him is the 17 truck of Pedro Lucas. So that's another truck driving like a man possessed down that front stretch here. Notice when he cleared by Yepes there, then he comes back up behind Lucas Pedro Lucas only briefly to duck back inside and get back around him. So now Joshua's got two lap trucks between he and Fitzwater trying to close back up. Laps are clicking off though. That this time by will complete lap number 61. We'll be down to 14 laps to go here at Martinsville Speedway. And so the interval now remains 1 second, and now Fitzwater has got no traffic ahead of him between he and Osborne. Fitzwater's going to try to put the pedal to the metal, and you know he will, to try to catch that 10 truck. But other than all this, there's no change among the top 10 positions right now here. Keith Batson still remains third, with Stephen Colon in fourth. Fifth is Thiever. Sixth is still Turner. Seventh is still Cat Batson. Eighth is still Thibodeau. Ninth is still Carson Gumman. 10th is still Matt Haas. And actually, the 17 truck there, trying to get out of everybody's way there. That's Carson Gumman, Matt Haas trying to battle on. And Haas now goes to the inside of Carson Gumman, trying to take position away, and he will likely do so, and so move Matt Haas up to 9th position now in the Safe Flight Toyota. Gets a little bit loose off the second turn. Gum tries to fight back on the outside of the track, but to no avail. And to make matters worse for Carson Gum, got the wall come off turn number 4. And now Paul Minnick now tries to enter the top 10, and he will do so. So Paul Minnick moves at the 10th spot now, and whoa! Cut right in front of Carson Gum's truck, and Carson just about gave him the bumper. I think he did give him the bumper, actually, to be honest. So the 00 and 99 trucks both running nose to tail, and Dylan Young watching all this. He's running in 12th position still in this race. But the 68 truck of Zachary Fitzwater, he is showing no signs of closing up on the 10 truck here. As for the time being, is 1.1 seconds the last time by. See what the margin is this time by. Yep, eating my own words right now. 1.07 Closed up a little bit, but 300s a lap is not going to cut it in a situation like this. So Osborne trying to keep it smooth right now as he's working lap number 70 at this point, as he's got 5 to go this time by. Osborne started his race in second position, got an excellent jump. I mean, timed it perfectly without even getting a black flag for jumping the start. And left poor Keith Batson in the dust on the first lap there. And Batson right now runs in third position, which is a solid run for him right now. But that 10 truck has been an absolute rocket ship all day long. It's led every lap so far, as he's now got 4 laps to try to hold them all off. So, barring any problems out of that 10 truck, though, it looks like Osborne might be home free. And Fitzwater did close up, though. Closed up 800ths of a second last time by. It's now down to less than a second between the front 2 trucks, but Fitzwater is running out of time, though, becoming the 2 to go this time by. As they come off turn number 4. Lap trucks up ahead, they will not be a factor in this race here today. Still, Parker right now running in 32nd position there, so he may not be worried about getting lapped. As the white flag will wave over the number 10, Driven to Honor Chevrolet. Joshua Osborne sees the white flag. He has 1 lap remaining here at Martinsville Speedway, en route to maybe his first Pizza Hut Truck Series victory. As he's got less than a quarter of a mile to pull one off here. As he comes off turn number 4, the number 10, Driven to Honor Chevrolet, takes the checkered flag. Joshua Osborne wins at Martinsville. Zachary Fitzwater is going to come home second position. Third will go to Keith Batson. Fourth place to Stephen Colon. Fifth will go to Cole Deaver. Sixth to Jesse Turner. Seventh to Kat Batson. Eighth will go to Jacob Thibodeau. Ninth to Matt Haas. And 10th to Paul Minnick. So, average speed of 80.261 miles per hour. And there's your race winner. So, 4 races are in the books in the NNSCRA Pizza Hut Truck Series here. We gave you the top 10 of gave you the top 10 finishers already here today. 11th will go to Dylan Young as he got 12th to Quentin Moore, 13th to Nathan Hudson, 14th to Daniel Bouchard as a solid run for him. Bale Moscow 15th, 16th will go to Matt McIntyre, Kev Shearer 17th, 18th will go to James Sykes, Carson Gunn 19th. He slipped way back in the late in the race. And 20th to Seth Cole, Kyle Matthews 21st, 22nd will go to 22nd will go to Carson. Will go to John Andrews. 23rd, Scott Upton. 24th, William Brock. Then Mitchell Collins, Ashlyn Boyd, Laura Chung, Johnny Gardner, and Brad Stover, and Roberto Crown Jr. The top 30. 31st will go to Rob Evans. 32nd to Phil Parker. He was the last truck to remain on the lead lap. Then Nathan Ormond, Diego Yepes, and Pedro Lucas was the last of the finishers in today's race. All 35 car trucks finished, and again, 32 of them finished on the lead lap. So that will do it here today at Martinsville Speedway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NRSS, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for the channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, which is also on this channel, and it's the main series on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel as well too. And also check out our other channels who do the NNSCRA series, including X867539858X, which is Dylan Young's channel. He does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also Thrashmania899. He's the guy who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. So be sure to check those 2 channels out and give those 2 channels a subscribe as well too for some other cool stuff. So that will do it here today at Martinsville. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at California Speedway.